Yo guys, what's going on? Yorkie Man here, and welcome back to another FIFA 21 video on the channel here with the Villarreal career mode. And in today's episode, we do play deadline day. We've got some transfers to do as well. I've been listening to your feedback, plenty of it. I really do appreciate the comments and the feedback, boys. It does mean a lot. Also, this is going to be the first video since we hit 1K, so a big achievement for the channel. Thank you very much, all you guys and gals out there that helped me with that. We are now going to bring in Yves Bissouma. And it seems that it's going to be Carlos Soler to start things off. You guys like the idea of Soler ahead of Moreno, which makes sense. I do get that. Mikel Moreno's attributes certainly do suit more of a defensive style. And if Bissouma's already going to have that more box-to-box style of play, we'll go for Carlos Soler. Now, he's going to cost us a pretty penny, as we will have to pay that release clause because they don't want to sell him. But we will go ahead and pay it regardless. And then we will negotiate a contract. Hopefully, it's not too bad of a negotiation. We do have the finances, of course, Robertone leaving in recent episodes. If you haven't gone, go back and watch them and see what's been going on. He's going to be important, of course. What I do like about this is it doesn't seem like he's on the world's biggest of wages already. And I do really do think he could just fit into that Robertone role instantly. We'll try and give him a release clause, but what we've got to remember is we're paying 89 million for him here. So I'm going to try and give him 110. And they're actually okay with that. Okay, so 110 million release clause, and he's gonna take a bloody pay cut, lads. He's gonna take a pay cut, yes, all day long. And we definitely don't have as much money as we had before, so we've got to be a little bit more cautious with this one. I want to look more towards the 32-35 million mark. We can't really afford any more than that because we still need to sign a centre back. I'm gonna go in with 34 million. I think that's a decent bid for him. They want Coquelin, and I'm really not excited about sending Coquelin their way. He's been very good for us. I'm not going to do that. We'll do 34.8. I'm going to be pretty stern on this one. We can't afford too much. 7% sell on. We will accept that. So 34.8 million for Yves Bissouma. That will be the center of the park sorted out. We managed to get a decent release clause in there, and again, he wants a pay cut considering what he's already on. Just like Carlos Soler, we'll take that all day long. So two 26-year-old central midfielders join the club here just before transfer deadline day. A couple of transfer bids coming in here as well. Mario Gaspar is going absolutely nowhere. It's not a terrible deal. And then one for Pau Torres, which we probably would have to accept if it was better than what it is. But there's no way that they're getting Pau Torres offers for 50 million. I'm going to reject that instantly from Arsenal. Now, we do need another centre-back, and there were some great suggestions in there. I just do not have time to scout them. I do really like the idea of maybe bringing an experienced centre-back like Rafael Varane in the future. And, of course, the suggestion of Ben White's always going to go down well with me, being a Leeds United fan. I love that lad. But we cannot do it. I can't do Diego Llorente either because he has recently signed for the club. So it really just put me in a sticky situation of who I think is probably going to be best. Now, Burnley still do have Bennett Balayashile. We do have a connection at the back with French centre-backs. So I think that is the deal we're going to go for. 6.4, he's a strong centre-back. I really do like the look of him. And at the moment, we're struggling to get some negotiations with certain other clubs. This one seems to make sense. We'll pay the 25 million. That is the upper end of the scale that they want. They want Mario Gaspar. Again, the player swaps are a little bit too aggressive in this game for me. They're not too realistic. I would like the AI to know that I've turned down several deals for Mario Gaspar, so I'm obviously not going to let him go, but we do get a deal there, 26 million, and he will be joining us. Really decent contract offer. He's not going to cost us too much money on the wages, and we get a 50 million release clause on him. He did have to have important, which I'm not overly keen on, but at 21, young Frenchman, I'm sure he's going to be great in the future. I also have to remember, I don't know how long I can keep big teams away from Pau Torres. We're doing really well at the moment. No one massive has come in with a really realistic bid, but as time goes on, something's going to have to change. Now, this is probably the most turnover we have had in a season on FIFA. This is a ridiculous amount of transfers, which I wouldn't usually like to do, but we were left in that scenario. We've basically been cherry-picked apart this year, like Monaco did, I think, the year that they went really deep in the Champions League. And we've had to change a lot. Robinson comes in, Carlos Soler, Yves Bissouma, and Balayashile in this transfer window, and I'm very happy with those deals. I think they're all very good players for the team moving forward, but that will be our transfer window done and dusted. I did spend around 10 million over what I wanted to spend, but it still does leave 75.29, which is just excess, they give you too big of a budget, and that'll just be left. Quite a big transfer bid in here for the font. I mean, there's no way that we let him go. He's got a 50 million release clause, so if someone really does want him, they probably can come in for that kind of fee, which, you've got to be happy with. But it's from Southampton as well, so we're not even going to really engage in that. I think Southampton's not a side that we should feel that we need to sell to. Here is one that we would have to consider a little bit more, but it is absolutely nowhere near his release clause. But if bids for Samakam keep rising, eventually we're going to have to look at them seriously. 41 million. I'm going to keep him for now. The young Frenchman's been absolutely superb in his time here at the club. So he's going nowhere. But again, what I mean is Pau Torres and Samakam, I really don't want them to be taken away from us next season, as that's probably going to be the season where we can really push. I know that Yannick Vestergaard was a little bit of a sore point. Didn't want to see him go. Unfortunately, it's injuries. His first 2 seasons, well, his first year and a half at the club were really good. He actually nearly went up to 80 rated. The problem is the injuries have really knocked down his overall, and he's just not at the level now that the club is after the injuries that he's sustained. The club is now pushing for Champions League to win it, and he's just not that quality of a player, unfortunately, but certainly someone I'd look out for in the future, because I enjoyed using him that first season. We've got another transfer bid in here now for Samakam. It's PSG this time. It's nowhere near the correct fee yet for us to say, yes, we do have to start seriously thinking about letting him go, but it's creeping up there. It's creeping up there. Well, we're getting a lot of late bids in here, and this one now for Ndicka. He is fresh back from injury, and I have a lot of high hopes for Evan Ndicka that he can do very well for us, even if it does mean playing some at left back. So he's going absolutely nowhere with that bid from Roma. Well, an eventful transfer window, especially at the end. We're just going to quickly go through and see what we've spent. Queenson's there going to Atletico Madrid. Kouami there going. But I don't think there was too many big transfer dealings. Not much money was spent. I mean, Mbabu there, that's not a bad deal. Firpo leaving. But I don't think there was actually too much money spent in this window from some of the other Spanish sides. We'll see that we spent the most, I imagine. 100 million there from Real Madrid, Klosterman and Emerson coming in. But it seems to have been a relatively quiet window for everyone that wasn't Villarreal. Like, Sevilla lost more players than they gained. Valencia did okay, but again, the 89 million they received for Salah makes it look decent for them. We spent 165 million and 96 million came in. What a massive transfer window that was in January. I did just see there, though, Monaco signed Adam Holzek, sorry. That is a great signing. We're going to kick this one off by quick sim in this first game here against Alaves. We've got pretty much a full-strength squad out. Well, at least a very strong squad out. The rotation we have in the team now is really exciting. But we are going to quick sim this one and see if we can pick up the result, a 3-0 victory there. Mozo got sent off, though. He will miss the next game. Williams, Vlahovic with a brace. Vlahovic is in great form at the moment. Time for the first game of the episode, and Carlos Soler will come in for his first start, as well as Robinson. This is a very strong team here to take on Espanyol. I'm expecting a victory. A good start here because Felipe Anderson's making that run forward. He's got inside. He couldn't square it. He needed to square it, but he decided against it. What's been given here? It's handball against us. Great start to the game, though. Oh, this is a great opportunity here for Carlos Soler. If he gets the right touch, he couldn't. He's taken down, and the referee gives absolutely nothing. That's really frustrating. I thought Carlos Soler was in then. Well, Badiashile has picked up a knock in his first game for the club. Would you believe it? We signed a new centre-back, and it looks like he's instantly going to be injured. We're going to keep him on the pitch for now and see if it sorts it. That's a brilliant tackle from him there. Carlos Soler, nice bit of football here. Vlahovic now, what can he do? He needs runners off him, though, doesn't he? Oh, my God, that's brilliant footwork, though, from Vlahovic. What can he do now? Vlahovic, if he's smart about it, he lifts it in to Carlos Soler, and he couldn't get the finish. Felipe Anderson, though, pulls it back to Inaki Williams, and then it is in the back of the net. And that'll be 1-0 Villarreal. That's some great football from the boys. Inaki Williams bags the goal. There we go, the 6th goal of the season there for Inaki Williams. Great for him. Another really good finish. Well taken that. But we are going to bring off Badiashile, who has not run off his knock. And Yves Bissouma's going to come on just before the halftime whistle blows, really. But he's going to play in CDM. And Alvarez will go back to a kind of usual position. He played centre-back quite a lot last season. He's going to be there again this season. So we don't have a centre-back on the bench. But there we go. 1-0 at half-time. As expected, we should be winning these kind of games. Robinson there. That's a great touch. Plays in Inaki Williams. That's a good turn from Inaki. He's going to try and slide it into Vlahovic. He gets it to him. Vlahovic with a shot. What a save from the keeper. Carlos Soler's passing ability is just so bright. It is scary. And we're going to try and slide him in it. And he's going to try and dink the goalkeeper. And he's fluffed it. He's absolutely fluffed it there by trying to be too clever, trying to dink the goalkeeper, and that was not the right decision. Well, he's in acres of space again, though. Every time I can find him just in tons and tons of space, and now that is what kind of pass you want to see being played, and Inaki Williams will rattle the crossbar. We really are pushing for the second here. I want the second. He tried to curl that, didn't he? Oh, he doesn't clip the crossbar. Oh, Yves Bissouma's done absolutely fantastic there. And then he's going to slide in Inaki Williams, surely for another. Inaki Williams is going to turn again, and he's just going to slot it into the bottom corner. And number 9, and there we go. 2-0 to the good. Exactly what we needed. We'll probably make some substitutions now. We do have our eye on the first leg in the Champions League as well, coming up very soon. That is fantastic play for Yves Bissouma. I don't know if we'll see it fully on the replay, but he wins the ball back and he slides through Inaki Williams there fantastically. And our 2 new midfield players seem to be settling very quickly here. Double sub for Azir. Salah's going to come off for Maxima, but Maxima's going to go to centre-back. Alvarez back to CDM and Bissouma to centre-mid. We're going to bring on Adeyemi as well for Vlahovic. I can't take off Inaki Williams when he's on a hat-trick. Yves Bissouma there. Inaki Williams has done brilliantly there to find Adeyemi, surely, just to tie this one up, and there we go. 3-0, just like that. Espanyol are starting to crumble a little bit now in front of our faces. And that will be 3-0. And Adeyemi's not been on the pitch very long, but he stakes his claim to be why he wants to be on the pitch more often. 3 strikers in form. I've got 0 complaints at the moment. Well, this is not a bad free kick position. Let's see what they can do with it. We'll jump the wall. It's not a bad one, and he's rattled the crossbar. We need to get this away and out. They're still in with an opportunity. And Inaki Williams dives in there to make the block. See what they can do with the corner. We would love a clean sheet, wouldn't we? And Anthony Robinson will just pick that one up. He's had a very good first game as well. Although understated and a little bit quiet, it's still been a very good performance from him. Well, Inaki Williams has managed to injure himself in the process of making that tackle. Alvarez now waits for him because there's potential for a hat-trick for Inaki Williams, and he'll get it. He may be injured, but he's going to be grabbing the match ball at the end of this one. Inaki Williams makes it 4, just as soon as we could have been conceding, to be honest with you. But that is fantastic for him. His first hat-trick at the club, and he'll be really chuffed with that, but we're really worried that he's going to be injured for a long time. Still without Gerard Moreno. Didn't really have the funds to bring in a new striker in the transfer window with the positions we needed. I'm very worried that we've got 2 injuries in this one. The full-time whistle is blown here, and Inaki Williams will collect the match ball, but my biggest worry at the moment is how serious is his injury. Was it just a knock? Did he run it off? There's a lot of questions, and Badiashile as well. Could you believe it? His first appearance at the club, and he picks up an injury. Let's see what they are. Got a bruised elbow there for Bennett Badiashile, so it's not a problem whatsoever, and it does appear that Inaki Williams ran his injury off. So, no problem whatsoever. We can accept that. With a big game coming up on the horizon against Sport in the first leg, we're going to quick sim this one against Valladolid. We've had to rotate a little bit as well. But as you can see now, our rotation is pretty decent. Hopefully, we'll get a good result here at home. And we will. We'll win 3-1. Vlahovic scoring again. Abe and Bissouma with his first goal for the club. So, it's knockout time in the Champions League. This is going to be the starting 11. It's a pretty strong one, to be honest with you. I'm really happy with it. Jeremy's having to play out on the left today because we've got tired legs in Felipe Anderson and Abe, but I'm still pretty confident Anthony Robinson in again. This is what Carlos Soler joined the club for Champions League games like this. Hopefully he has a good performance in this one. Jeremy's done brilliantly there to win that. Carlos Soler. Adeyemi now. Oh, we found Inaki Williams. This is going to be a tight angle for him. He does try and cut it back across. It was always going to be difficult, but nice bright and early start for us in the away leg this. The thing is Sporting will want to be a team that can upset us. We've seen teams in the Champions League do that tons of times, time and time again, upset some of the bigger sides in the competition, which I would consider us one of the bigger sides in the competition now with some of the personnel that we've got at the club, and they'll be looking to upset us today. Oh, this is a great ball forward to spring the attack. Jovan Cabral now on the ball. Paulinho. Back out wide. Mendes tries to whip it across, but Gaspar just blocks it. It'll be a corner. Bright start as well for Sporting, as they're going to take this one short, which is a bit interesting. I don't know why they ever do them short, to be honest with you, on FIFA. They're not very good at it, although I might be eating my words, but Pau Torres gets up there for that one and stops the header. Oh, they made a mistake. Soler might have just played in Inaki Williams for 1-0. Oh, what a save from Maximo. What a save that is from Maximo. Inaki Williams is on fire at the moment, our number 9. That is a brilliant fingertip save. Just finding a breakthrough at the moment, which is proving to be difficult. We nearly found it there with Inaki Williams. He glanced that one on. The goalkeeper equal to it, though. The ref blows for half-time, and it's still 0-0. A really, really tight affair so far. As I expected, they've kept it very, very tight. Very difficult to break them down. I expect that to continue on into the second half, to be honest with you. Inaki Williams, the brightest spark going forward at the moment. I need more from Chukwueze in this one. Yeah, man, was making a run. So was Chukwueze. What can he do? He's going to cut on the inside. That's not bad from Chukwueze. Fires off the shot. Elvedi blocks it. I need more of that. I need more of him cutting inside there. He needs to be doing that. He needs to be using his pace and ability and running into the space. That was much better. See what we can do from the corner. I'm going to lift that in towards Pau Torres. Oh, he's saved by the goalkeeper again. Maximo is keeping Sporting in this without a doubt. Chukwueze now running at them. Can he do? He cuts inside. That's lovely again. This is what we need from him. Into Adeyemi. Can he turn and shoot? He can't. We are going to fire it off with Carlos Soler, but it'll be blocked wide. So many bodies back in the box at the moment. We do have some tired legs out there at the moment as well, so we'll make the changes. Pau Torres is knackered. Badi Ashile will come on after his injury. And Matthias Vecino, the experienced CDM, on there for Alvarez. Do have a corner here, though. I'm going to whip it in towards where Inaki Williams might be. We know he's got a strong header. Couldn't really do anything with it. Soler now will play that one back out wide. Look at that for a pass. And this is what I'm talking about. He's got the ability. Oh, Inaki Williams couldn't do anything with it. Oh, coming forward nicely now. Sporting Lisbon. Good bit of play. Anthony Robinson will get the block in. Corner kick for Lisbon. The fans are starting to really ramp up. They want to see their side win this one. Can they nick a goal here from this corner? I'm hoping. The answer is no. And it's not a bad ball in. But Vecino was up there. Oh, and this might have been absolutely brilliant. But Yeremy's taking a bad touch. Oh, Vecino's done brilliantly there. He's going to lift it forward to Yeremy. Can he do now? He's got the options. It's whether he can pass to them. Oh, he's seen Vecino making that run over the top. He gets his head on it. Oh, he's put it wide. Oh, he'll be kicking himself. He'll be absolutely kicking himself at that. There's no doubt about it. I can't believe he's dragged that one wide. Keeper... I think the keeper put it off. We're all even here after the first leg. Both teams having some good opportunities, some good chances. And Inaki Williams, that Vecino one there towards the end is one that really is going to stick with me. I think it's a deserved scoreline, though. I don't think we did enough. We struggled to break them down. They were so solid. We take them home and hopefully can get the result. We don't want to be getting knocked out in the round of 16. Not after making it to the quarters last season. But what a tight game that was. That was really, really difficult just to break them down. They had everything back on the line. The goalkeeper, though, how good was he in that one? We're going to take on Real Sociedad now in 7th. Hopefully pick up another result and close that gap back down to 3 points with Barcelona. It's up with the starting 11 for the game. A very, very strong starting 11, that is indeed. I've opted to give Vecino another opportunity. I thought he played really well in that last game. They've got some tired legs out there as well, so hopefully we can take advantage of that. Not a task to take lightly in this one, really. Real Sociedad, we know they're a good side. They've got some good weapons in the team. It's not going to be an easy one. These are the kind of games you can slip up in. We struggled there, didn't we, against Sporting to break them down. I think Sociedad could be a similar task. They're at home. I think that we could have a problem here. We need to find that fluid, free-flowing football that we know we can do. We need to get our wide players on the ball a little bit more. As I mentioned, I weren't too impressed with Chukwueze down the wing. Hopefully we'll see better today. 3 goals in 3 matches, though, for Inaki Williams. They were all in 1 match, so it's a bit of a weird highlight. But he's been very good for us recently. Hopefully he can turn it on today. Oh, that was absolutely fantastic. He's found Vlahovic, who holds up the ball very well. He's going to try and play that wide and then back into Inaki Williams, and he just wasn't the right pass. He played it too far behind Inaki Williams, but that is a very bright start again for the team. Well, this is good play forward now. Inaki Williams tries to find Vlahovic. Wasn't great, but if Vlahovic could play in a good ball, and he does to Inaki Williams, it's blocked. Tanabe finally finds the back of the net. That was very good defending, to be honest with you, from Real Sociedad. But there was more than enough players pushing forward to get the goal. And Abe once again arriving there at the back post. Slots it home. Well, that was lovely play. Vlahovic now is going to play in Inaki Williams. Can he slot it home? I think he can. And there we go. Just like that, it's 2-0. Just like that, it's 2-0. Calm, cool, collected from Inaki Williams. Maybe they were right to highlight him at the start of the game. And there we go, boys. Just what we needed. That little bit of a cushion, that free-flowing football that we know we can do. This was lovely play from Vlahovic again. Tight angle, but Inaki Williams is very good at scoring them. David Silva lifts that one in for Abazual, and he just smashes that over the bar. You know he's got it in his locker, though. He can hit these. That's not that far off. You can see what he was trying to do there. Try and get it in the top corner. The font will be happy that that one goes sailing over the top of the bar. Chukwueze now. Let's see what he can do here out wide. He'll want to cut in if he can. Villarreal will stay close to him. Let's go footwork from him in the end. He's still got it here. He's played that really well. We got the ball in there to Vicinio. And Aki Williams now will hold it up. Plays it to Carlos Soler, who will try and turn and shoot. He wins it back as well, does Soler. Vlahovic now, if he can control it. Chukwueze maybe for a goal. And there we go. What a finish that is from Chukwueze. Well into added on time. And that'll be 3-0 Villarreal. Calm, cool, collected from the young man. Very, very impressed with that. I needed more from him in that Sporting Lisbon game. We're now getting it in this one. Vlahovic's pass is fantastic. And what a finish that is. 3-0 up here at half-time. And absolutely cruising. Real Sociedad need to come out simply and play a lot better in the second half. They've been nowhere near as tight as what I expected them to be, like Sporting was. They've been way too easy to open up. Well, let's see what Sociedad have to offer in this second half. And not a lot if Pau Torres can make those tackles. And not a lot if Inaki Williams can play a ball in like that to Vlahovic. Can he slot it home, though? He's cut the angle for himself, but he can. And there we go, 4-0. Nothing on us here, Real Sociedad. I thought this would be an extremely difficult tie. And that is far too easy. Pau Torres starts that one off by winning the ball back. The ball to Vlahovic is fantastic. And he's been so good at slotting the ball into the bottom corner at the moment. Easy peasy, boys. Oh, Basuma's come on the pitch. So has Adeyemi. Basuma's pass there was fantastic. Adeyemi now will play that one out wide. To Arbe. What can Arbe do? It's not bad footwork, and he manages to get the shot off, but Pau Lopez saves it. Double sub now for Sociedad as well. We're going to see Dominic Calvert-Lewin coming on the pitch. That is too easy for Vlahovic. Vicinio maybe. Well blocked by Sanagan. We're going to have another corner. The pressure at the moment is just so high on them. Vlahovic might get to that. Just couldn't. We'll whip it straight back in. And it's cleared. Villarreal now coming forward. Can't go past Samakam. Portu has. And Villarreal then fires off the shot. And it's just wide. Basuma now might be able to play that one in for Adeyemi. It wasn't a bad touch. Adeyemi tries to loft the goalkeeper. And then it's just off the line. Adeyemi's done really well there. Adeyemi's done really well there. Touches it past his man. That would be a brilliant goal. And it is a brilliant goal. It's fantastic 5 in this one. What a bit of play that is from Adeyemi. I'm so glad we signed this young lad. He's been absolutely fantastic for us. And that was absolute sheer brilliance. Showing what he can do, the 78 rated youngster. Vlahovic has been on form of recent. The fact that he took himself past all the defence. And then that is such a cool finish from a young man. The full-time whistle as well goes straight after that goal. And Real Sociedad need to take a look in the mirror. That was a horrendous performance from them. Very poor defensively. Not enough moments going forward. Pau Lopez will be fuming. Did have a few good saves in the game. 5-0 the result. The yellow submarine keep pushing for top of the table. 13th place Granada coming up now to round off the episode. And we are going to quick sim this one. Pretty much full strength side. But it ends up a 2-2 draw, unfortunately for us. Inaki Williams getting both the goals. But they were just a little bit more clinical on the day and managed to score 2 themselves. That will push us a little bit further behind Barcelona, but I didn't expect to be able to topple them and win the league this season, if I'm being honest. They haven't lost a single game yet after 26, and I don't see them losing many unless it's the one against us, so I didn't assume that we had a squad good enough that could beat them this season to the title. But I certainly do think the Champions League is somewhere where we're really going to push our focus now and hopefully try and pick up that Champions League trophy. There we go, boys. That's going to be it for this episode of this FIFA 21 career mode here with Villarreal. If you are new around here, please smash that subscribe button. It would mean a lot to me. Also, hit the like button, leave comments and feedback. We will push on further into the season in the next episode. I'm very happy with the transfer business we've done. I think we look strong and I think we could go on to have a really good end of this season. Again, I just don't think the league is close enough for us to be able to catch them. Considering Barca haven't lost a game yet, it's just looking very, very unlikely unless they go on some ridiculously bad run. It's very unrealistic that they haven't lost yet. We also have to remember that Champions League final would be a really achievable goal this season if we could get there. We made it to the quarters last season. I want to go a couple of steps further this year and potentially even win it. I do think we've got the squad good enough, but it does look dead set that we will be doing a 4th season here at Villarreal. Anyway, boys, thank you very much for watching. Take it easy, and I will see you in the next one.